live. Hello, everyone.
Hey!
Surprise, surprise.
It's me and...
Tio.
Tio.
No.
Tio, you're looking good.
I know, right?
Makeover?
Yes, makeup.
I think it's the hair. It's the hair that
It,
got me.
yes,
Yep.
I grew it overnight. Oh, hang on. I grew it overnight.
Oh, Tio, are you okay there? You sound sick.
Yeah. I'm cool, man.
Have you seen Pastor Matt recently?
Nah, man. He's been off. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, nah.
Nah. That's a very good impersonation of Tio. Oh, yep.
I got it. I'm right.
How was your day today, Tio?
Interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
What does a man of your persona? Yeah. What does he do in a day like the Sabbath?
Well, what everybody else does.
Of course.
Enjoy the Sabbath.
Of course. I wouldn't expect any less.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
Anywho, it's really nice that you could all join us. I'm Jody.
Yes. Yes. She's not Tio. If you got confused, she's Jody.
I'm a girl.
Yeah. If you would have known.
Yeah. There's no way that I could ever pull off being a boy.
Oh, and I'm Renee, back with you this week for closing Sabbath, and I'm super excited to be joined by Jody.
Yeah, because I just jumped in and took the microphone. Well, shoved the microphone. Thanks, Tio.
We fired Tio.
Yes, sacked today. No, I'm only here for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to sneak off.
But you would have seen Jody in our opening Sabbath videos.
Yeah.
She's joined by Pastor Matt, her lovely husband. They do opening Sabbath for us usually.
Oh, he's so handsome.
Yes.
So hot. And happy Sabbath, everybody.
Happy Sabbath. Yes, and I'm very single, so I don't know what that... Anyway.
We can arrange that. Single boys, you have Pastor Matt's phone number. Please get in contact. She is a catch. But anyway, her mum and dad might be watching, so sending out lots of love. We will look after your daughter.
Oh my goodness, I'm sweating. Jody.
I should have brought deodorant for her.
Oh my goodness.
Look, it's been a fantastic day.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's so nice to be able to sit here with you instead of watching you on a screen.
Yes.
To know that you're real.
I'm real, yeah.
She's real.
Yeah.
And she's loving the Lord, working for Him, and you amaze me.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I've watched you grow up.
Yes, you have.
I have watched you get your license,
Yes.
get a car,
Yes.
go to college, and it's where...
My mum.
Well, no, but I have...
Sounds like my mum.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so blessed to have someone like Jody. Yeah, that's very true. You've seen me reach the...
Yes, your teens.
Yeah.
And now being an adult
Yeah.
and serving the Lord
Yeah.
is just so amazing.
In fact, I remember when you first came, and you came with your kids, and they were very young at that time.
Yep.
But I remember you were always so grateful when I took care of them with the other
Yes.
youth. You would, thank you so much. And
Yes.
Sometimes you can feel underappreciated, or sometimes you can feel extremely tired on some days when
Yeah.
you're looking after kids and trying to say, Jesus loves you, but I'm so tired.
Yes.
And
Yes, go and see Renee.
yeah. I would teach them, and I just remember you were always so grateful. And if anything, I thrive in children's ministry.
Yes.
Because of parents who are super supportive.
Yeah.
And just give me their kids to allow me to just just look after them, teach them about God.
Yeah.
Empower me in that kind of leadership.
Yeah,
So,
but it's how you live your life. That shows us that God is working. So we're really grateful that we can actually see you go through college and go forth in ministry. And I know Matt's really grateful that you're here with us.
yeah, he's a good mentor.
Oh, look, you know, he's really proud of you, and so am I. And I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Wow.
So, you know, you've been a blessing to myself and my family, and I love singing with you.
Yes.
You know, that was something that you really put in my heart.
Oh.
And that's how I worship. I worship through music. And when your family used to get up and sing at church here, I was just, because I worship through music.
Yeah.
I may be married to a pastor.
Yes.
However, worship is how God speaks to me.
Yeah.
And seeing you and the love that you put into your music and your singing, that just overflows.
Oh.
So keep on going.
Thank you.
And I know I'm going to get Tio back in a sec, but I just want to, let's just have a quick prayer just over Renee, because her ministry is just so important where she's sitting right now. So close our eyes. God, thank you so much that you have been able to bless Renee in her life. And thank you for the blessings that you have given her. But Lord, we want to thank you for the blessings to come. Lord, bless her ministry. Be with her, guide her, move, and Lord, show us through her about your love and your friendship, and you are the way to go. Lord, thank you so much for her life, for her parents, and the upbringing that she has had. Lord, I know that there is so much love in that family. I thank you for Renee, and I thank you for the team. Leonard, Tio, Josie, Lord, I am so overwhelmed with the commitment to you. Lord, be with us, and thank you so much for everything. Thank you for Renee, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much for joining us, Jody.
Yes.
You've been such a blessing.
No, I'm so proud of you, and I just can't wait to see where God puts you next.
Ah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Back to Tio.
Oh, I don't know about you, but that was a special surprise that I definitely enjoyed. And
That
now,
was good.
Now
That
back
was
to Tio.
Good. I was trying to think, is this a dating service or is this
No, it's
closing
not.
Sabbath? Yeah, Pastor Matt better check his numbers. Could be a lot of phone calls coming.
From
Quite a
my
bit.
mum and dad. No, I'm kidding. They don't care.
Ah, man, welcome. Sorry I was late. I wasn't running late. I was actually, I was actually sacked,
He's literally pushed out a chair.
and then I was actually rehired again. Thank you, Jody, for coming on.
Yeah.
You guys are having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to actually leave you here.
Yeah, I was having too much fun.
I was actually going to pack my bags and go home.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. How was your Sabbath today? I know you preached today.
I did preach, yes, but not at Mount Druitt, because Mount Druitt Church was open today.
Yeah.
Ooh, super exciting.
It was.
I did preach. I preached online on Facebook Live at Lakemba SDA Church. So
And how'd that go?
it went really well. I really enjoyed sharing the message. I had a super busy week, so I didn't have much time to prepare a sermon, but like God comes through in those times, and he gave me a message for myself and for, I think, a super important message for our listeners and our members at Lakemba. And I was talking about the justice and the mercy of God and how those both intertwine and describe who God is. Like, God isn't just only merciful, but he's also just. And
Yes,
I was
he is.
focusing on the text of Exodus chapter 34, verse 6.
Oh, yeah.
And it's where God is describing himself, and he's saying, Yahweh, Yahweh, I am the God of compassion and mercy, slow to anger, with full of unfailing love and faithfulness.
Yes.
And that's God's description of himself.
It is. And we spoke about that last night as well.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
We spoke at our youth last night as well.
Yes, we did.
So, it sounds like you had a pretty good sermon today at church.
Yeah. I love the Bible. Like, I love that, we've had the Bible for hundreds of years, right?
Yeah.
There are countless sermons, but like, just every week you can still come to the Word and be reminded. And the messages in the Bible aren't always rocket science. They aren't. They're nothing, not every, most things we've heard before, but there's just something about hearing the Word of God that just instills like, what's that? What do you know what I'm like? I don't even have words.
You can feel it. It's like the more you read it.
It like transforms you. It just,
Yeah.
it goes deep into your heart, and it just moves things around, and you're like left in awe, and
And it changes your thinking.
that's it.
The way you think.
Yes.
On some things, like if you read it, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I read it. You read it again, and you're like, okay, something in the past has happened.
Yes.
Oh, it
Yes.
matches with that. It matches with this.
As we go through life, we experience the word, and it applies to us in
applies to
different
us.
ways.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does, ladies and gentlemen. But we had Pastor Matt do ours this morning.
Yeah. How was the sermon?
Well,
How was the worship service?
it was good. He actually gave out a handout.
Yeah.
I think mine's in the car.
Oh.
And you got to number all these changes that you want happen. Between 0 and 10. 0 being 10 being I need to change.
Is this about self-improvement?
You could say that.
Okay.
Yeah, you could say that.
Self-development?
Well,
yes.
it was only meant to be, and this is what I think anyway.
Yep.
It was only meant to be a 3-part sermon
Okay.
series.
Yep.
I think it's going to be more than that.
Hey, that's a good thing.
I can see it. I can see it coming. I can see it coming. We're going to have a 4 next week. Looks like it. But yeah, no, we had our church was full today, as well.
Praise God.
We had families come in, we had individuals come in, and the way we got the church set up,
Yes,
it looks nicer. It looks really cool.
I think so.
So we've actually cleaned the whole church up.
Yeah.
As in, we moved everything back to the back, into the sound desk, so we can try to fit as many people as we can
Yeah.
into the church.
Yeah.
So it was nice to meet some people today, to actually enjoy the church.
Community was something that I definitely missed, and church, just being with people,
Yeah, and
experiencing God together.
and you can see that today too, because when we were sitting at the back, we're like, Len and I had a little chat and said, "Bro, it's usually just you and I here." Because yeah, man, we usually bring our lunch. Because yeah, and we wear what we want to wear. I'm like,
Yes.
I know, because there's people here today, and he goes, "I feel." Oh, you feel what? He goes, different.
Yep.
But yeah, now that the church is coming back, it feels good. The pastor mentioned at the front, when he's doing the video talks, he's like talking to nobody,
Yeah.
and you can't feel anything come back to you.
Yes.
And today he felt that, because people were like,
I can attest to that. It's hard to preach to a camera. Yeah. And yeah, you guys saw
Yeah,
me.
we saw
you
you.
saw how much I struggled. I was like, and my next point,
we got the bloopers.
yeah,
We
there's
got them
plenty of
saved.
bloopers. So yeah.
But you could feel it. And even when Len and I just at the back, we could feel, oh wow, this feels really good. And now it's time to get down to business for church to come back.
Yeah.
So we really can't wait till it's fully open. So yeah.
I'm so glad. I'm so excited to see you all next Sabbath. I'll be here, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
And from until the end of the year. So.
Yeah. Yay. I know. That's good. And also, because since she's going to be here, might as well just bring it up on the camera now. Everybody's watching. So we do have a youth program. If you missed it last night, that's fine. You missed quite a few games that you wouldn't play, that you wouldn't think would work. But we played this game last night, right? It's called Throw the Burrito. Right? If you were here last night, hope you enjoyed it. If you weren't, make sure you turn to the next one.
Join us next time.
We're gonna open up a messenger.
Yes.
A messenger chat.
We'll have a group chat.
This will be a new one.
And we'll reach out and let you know what's happening so that we can connect.
What's going on.
Yeah.
Leonard will do that. That's why it's called the Lenz, Renz and Tee show. So Leonard has to do something. He can't just sit at the back there and eat McDonald's all the time.
He actually does a lot, but yes.
Yeah, he does. But he's gonna do he's gonna do our chat for Messenger. So he's gonna hook everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a good team of youth.
Yeah.
Also, we've got a bunch of guys who want to mentor our young ones.
Oh, wow.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which means that these guys are on the same page.
Yes.
And we are.
Yeah.
We're on the same page with where we want to go with the young ones.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to know more, we'll put I'll put my number up on the Facebook page. You can give us a call. Send us your messenger names through the Facebook as well, so we can add you to the chat group for our youth. Also, is there anything else we need to add for the youth?
No, but we do need to make that group chat so we can start communicating with them as soon as possible.
Yeah. So we'll do that. Hopefully tonight we can get started on that.
Yes.
At the same time, we do have a busy crew that we have here. So we don't have an actual topic for tonight. We're just sort of just winging it until next week. Then we'll start our talents again. But for tonight, we just want to we're just going to share some things that you at home may not know about us. You see us, you hear us, but you don't know us. So we're just going to, just maybe a quick 5 minutes, we're just going to give you some facts that you don't know about us. Cool. But obviously the church knows who we are.
Yes.
Because we grew up in the church. But we just want to give some facts out there. Something that you may not know about us. Just so you can get to know us a bit more better.
Yes.
So you know who you're listening to. All right. So the first one. What's one fact about yourself?
Yes.
We'll probably go maybe three.
One fact about myself.
Yeah. Do one first, then I'll do one, and then you do your next one. Maybe do 2 or 3.
Okay. I guess the most obvious one is I'll talk about my background, which
I'll have to too. Yep.
Yep. So that's a pretty obvious one. My dad is Samoan, my mum is Tongan, and I am here in Australia. And so I was born in Tonga. I don't know why, because at the time Mum was living in Australia. I think she went back for a visit or something, and then I was born there, and then came to Australia. So that's a not really interesting fact, but it's a fact.
It's a fact. It's a fact. So all our tongues out there, ko saipe, ko saipe. And to our Samoans, talpalava.
You did that really well.
She struggles.
I do. Okay, listen. Here's when both parents are different cultures, for some reason you'd think that both would teach you the language, but in fact both were like, no, learn English first, and then learn the other one. Dad's like, learn. Well, I don't know, but I've turned out to I don't speak any of the languages except I know.
But you can understand it.
A bit of Tongan. Samoan I find more difficult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's something. Yeah, that's something I didn't know.
I will say what I do love about my culture is just the community that it has. I love being part of something. I love having a history. I love that our ancestors used to roam the seas, and they would live off the land, and they live in villages, and there's I just love the culture. I love that, and then I love being in Australia and being able to share that with other people, but also learn other cultures. I just love cultures so much,
So much.
Yeah. What's your background?
My background? Okay, so my parents are from the Cook Islands.
Yes.
My mom is from this island called Mangaya.
Oh, I never heard.
My dad's from this other island. It's called Aitutaki.
I've heard of that island. I hear it's very beautiful.
Yeah, they say it's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Still lies. It's the greatest.
Oh,
the greatest.
About you Cook Islanders.
Oh,
you know you have the best islands.
I know.
You really do. Actually,
I know.
They do have the better islands.
But no, it's. I've been there once.
Yeah.
To go see my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
So my name is actually. Oh yeah. Sorry. My name is actually it's Te'o. Okay, so if you want to pronounce it properly,
Te'o?
it's Te'o.
Te'o.
It's actually my grandmother's name. So I've inherited my grandmother's name.
It can be a man's name and a woman's name?
I haven't heard a man with this name before.
Really?
Yeah. I've only heard of ladies.
So you have a lady's name?
Yeah, like a lady's name trapped in a man's body.
Oh.
But
apparently my name is a man's name too. So look at us. Both.
Renee, yeah.
It's a man and a woman's name. So
Renee Rivkin.
I think we're just confused.
Maybe. But my parents, yeah. So my name, my name is my grandmother's name. And my name comes from Aitutaki in a place called Waipai. Okay, Waipai in English.
Yep.
To all those who are watching, even the islanders who are watching, Waipai means Hollywood. I'm not too sure why they nicknamed the area, the village, Hollywood. I don't know. It's because we show-offs, or we're like movie stars. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so that's where my name's come from. I've lived pretty much everywhere, pretty much. In the Cooks. My grandmother, she's Hawaiian as well.
Yeah.
So my name comes from that line. Stayed with my grandparents. Great, 'cause my grandfather was a pastor. So those who know Des Moines Church, which you guys should, my grandfather was the pastor of that church here in Sydney. Grew up in Ponsonby in New Zealand. Like we lived next door to the church. There was the church and then there was a house. So we were never late to church and we were never late to Sabbath school because we were like next door.
That's handy, yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
if you were late, they'll just knock on your door
Yeah,
and
knock
say,
on your door,
hey,
"Hey,
come to church.
Pastor, you're late. What's going on? But yeah, so Cook Island background
Yeah.
with New Zealand. Grandmother is part Hawaiian.
Yeah.
I lived in Australia all my life pretty much.
Well, I have another question.
Yeah.
I'd love to know why are you part of the church, or like what's your like spiritual journey? What's your spiritual journey like? What's made you I guess fall in love with Jesus?
Yeah. I'll be honest. So growing up, I had to go to church.
Yeah.
My grandparents, they'll be 6 in the morning. Everybody wake up. Everybody get ready. Even dad would do the same thing. Everybody get ready to go to church. And we'll live about half an hour to 40 minutes from church. So we get up early. And because grandfather's the pastor, got to be at church early. And that grew on me. It grew on me until the year I got baptized.
Okay. And how old were you when you got baptized?
I was 17. In my head, I felt I was ready.
Yep.
But my body wasn't ready.
Okay.
If
So
you-
yeah,
if you
could
sort of-
you
if you
could
sort
you
of know what I
explain
mean.
that? Can you explain that? Because I'm kind of lost, to be
Yeah,
honest.
no worries. So the way I felt in my head, I was getting baptized to make people happy.
Okay.
I was getting, and one, God bless his soul, was the pastor at the time. It was pretty forceful.
Mm.
Some other pastors are not,
Yeah.
but this one he was, and then I just said, just get him off my back.
Mm.
I said, yep, no worries.
Yeah.
I'll get baptized.
So your reasons for getting baptized was sort of, you've been raised in the church.
Yeah.
You knew. Did you think you would end up in the church? Like, this was a lifelong thing. That
I always knew that I was
just a
being
way
in the
of
church.
life?
Yeah, I always knew
Okay.
I'd be in the church.
And so you were
Always
like,
knew.
why not? He's kind of pressuring me. I'll just get baptized. It seems to make them happy.
That's what it seemed like at the time.
Did you ever think to yourself, like, maybe, I know they are pressuring me to get baptized, but did you think maybe a small part of me is doing this for me? Or was it all completely like you were it flew over your head, you weren't really invested into it, in a sense?
Yeah, you could say that. I wasn't fully invested into it. But it sort of went over my head a little bit.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know?
That does make sense.
But
yeah.
then, on the other hand, I had a brother doing it. I had a cousin doing it.
Yeah.
And a best friend doing it.
Okay, so you had a group of people that you were kind of into this together.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too scary.
It wasn't too scary.
Yeah.
It was just that I knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I knew what I could do.
Okay. So it sounds like, that was the start of your baptism,
Yeah.
which for most people think, at your baptism, that's the beginning of your spiritual journey in a sense. In a sense, it's a new step in your spiritual, it's a deeper walk. So I guess, when did you take your Christian faith for yourself? When did it become your personal relationship with Jesus?
That's the next one. So for a couple of years after that, I was sort of going downhill. After the baptism. One day, I said to my dad.
Downhill, as in you weren't going to church more?
Yeah,
often?
I wasn't going to church.
Okay. And
I was
personally,
doing my own thing.
Did you ever was devotions a part of your life, or?
At the time, no,
Okay.
it wasn't. I would do my own thing on Sabbath.
Okay.
Dad would come to church. I'll do something else.
Okay, I see.
I'll go somewhere else. But one day I said to my dad, "Dad, I'm bored."
Mhm.
He goes, "Where?" I go, "I'm bored at church."
Huh.
And then he said to me, "Find something that you want to do that'll keep you in church." So then I was like, what am I going to do? It was real funny because I opened up the interested and it said applications for summer camp.
And that's the record. That's the bulletin that comes out for all churches.
Yeah, 4 churches.
Okay.
And it said applications for summer camp now.
Yeah.
Register now. So I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Rang them, signed up, went for the interview, not knowing that when I got to the interview that I already got accepted to be on the team.
Okay. So, wow. First of all, wow.
Yeah.
Second of all, for those listening, if you're wondering what summer camp is, it's a camp that happens at the end of the year where a bunch of teens from all over Sydney, they come, they enjoy a few weeks at a campsite. They have a lot of Jesus time. They have a lot of praise and worship, but they also do a lot of fun things.
A lot of fun things.
What do they do? Kayaking.
Kayaking and pranks.
Pranks. A lot of pranks, yes.
They do, there's abseiling.
Abseiling.
Horse riding. There's quad bikes. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of stuff to do.
Yep.
But and that's where practically all started.
Yeah. So here you were getting involved in ministry by serving people, younger people in church.
Yeah.
And so are you saying that kind of awakened some sort of
That
your
sparks
walk with
that sparked something inside.
Yeah.
And then I ended up joining the actual youth team itself. And when I actually joined the team, it sort of made me feel that I was belonging to something.
I think that's amazing. Can we just go back to what your dad said? Your dad told you told your dad, Dad, I'm bored.
I'm bored.
And what did he say?
He said, where are you bored? Then I said, yeah, I'm bored at church.
Yeah.
And he said, find something that you like to do to stay in church.
That advice, I think, is gold.
It was, because...
He's saying get involved in the community.
Yeah. And like I say, it wasn't long after that when I saw the applications.
Yeah.
I signed up,
Yeah.
joined the team,
Yeah.
stayed with the team. I couldn't get off the team
Yeah.
for 12 years. So I was there till about 2012. Then the day I said I was going to retire, you can hear a pin drop. Like, I was like, really?
Yeah.
And my cousin at the time, Kenneth, he was the leader.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, we didn't talk about this.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, so they were pretty shocked, but it sort of came to that time where, okay, I've done this for the conference. Now it's time for me to work on
Move on.
the church.
And the church. I have to say, I get where you're coming from because summer camps, as a staff, a staff member of summer camps, the experience is amazing because you're having a lot of fun. It's actually a lot of fun. You get to hang out with the kids, the campers, but you serve in a way that you can see the impact. Here are these teens who are sent to a camp to experience God, and you get to be part of that experience.
Sure.
And so I can understand if that was sort of like you saw, oh wow, because that's what God is talking about. When God calls us to be in a relationship and to serve Him, that's what He wants. He wants you to experience.
He wants you to experience it.
Like I just see a lot. I understand what made you, just desire to serve God because you were surrounded by a community. You were doing something you loved. You were doing something you were good at. You weren't bored anymore.
I wasn't bored,
and you were actually mentoring and pouring into the youth, and that is super empowering and very energizing.
Yeah, and hence why I'm still with.
You're still here, yeah.
I can relate to the younger ones.
Yeah.
And and summer camps where I learned how to do all this stuff, cameras,
lighting, editing.
Sounds.
Yep.
So we're part of the sound team and data team,
Yep.
as well as summer camp.
Yeah.
So wherever there was a youth program, youth rally, whatever, we're packing up, moving everything. So we're part of the team for 12 years. But it wasn't just that. Like now, I still get messages from the kids who were back then, and they message me. I got one friend, his name is Marcos, and he lives in Switzerland now.
Wow.
And his message said, Tio, I'm going to send you this photo. He sent me a photo of me and him when we were on summer camp. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it in my phone for ages. I'm like, thought I'd just share it. I'm like, oh, man. I go, yeah, man, brings like a lot of memories.
You don't forget that kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, someone just asked me what was my name of summer camp. So I can answer that question. So I was Camp Dad. That was the name.
So can you explain to people who are not sure, what is Camp Dad at a summer camp?
So Camp Dad, this came around when I first started. It used to be just boys and girls director. And then one of the kids just came up to us and said, oh, you're like my dad. I'll call you Camp Dad. And then it sort of went around. Then when Camp Dad got around, the girls director was like, what about me? And the girl was like, Camp Mum. And then Camp Dad and Camp Mum came along. And it's been there ever since.
So you kind of started the whole.
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
But yeah, like it's good. It's good that I was told to find something, or else I wouldn't be in the church.
Yeah.
And when God led me to the conference, then I was like, eye opener for everything.
Yeah.
So now that I'm pretty sure God prepared me for this day and age.
Yeah.
Because I learned video editing, everything else, and now we're doing a lot of tech work.
Yeah.
So I sort of got my head around everything pretty much.
Also,
Yeah.
working as a staff at summer camp, I think like it's just the best dynamic because you're having fun while you're working.
Yeah.
And I can attest that Tia is a very fun person to work with. It's very chill. If things aren't working out, all right, let's figure out another way. But you get the job done, but you also have fun. So
Yeah.
I think that's a win for me and for anyone else who works with Tia and Josie. So yeah.
Pretty much.
It's like a never-ending summer camp when you're with Tio. So
Yeah, so that's how that's why I'm still here. That's why I'm still here after so many years. I haven't left. I still love to work with the young ones. I can communicate with the younger ones a lot easier than those my age. Yeah, I'm 40.
really,
I'm 40, but I may act like I'm an 18, 21-year-old man.
forget that. I'm like 30-something.
But yeah. So I can relate to young ones, and we, like my wife and I, we like to talk to the young ones. We want to get to know the young ones, and that's just how we are. If we don't know you, we'll get to know you. We want to know everything, just in case.
Yeah.
We go out somewhere,
Yeah.
and we know that you can't eat nuts.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, guys, we can't eat this.
Yeah.
We have to go eat somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's who we are. We like to get to know you inside, right on inside.
Yeah.
So so we
You
can
guys
form
have that gift of
So we form that thing.
connecting. Someone asked if summer camps are still on. I think for now
Yes,
they're
it is.
planning. They're planning
The
it.
planning.
It's definitely planned, but
Yeah, there's no forms out yet, obviously, but we can find out for you. We'll keep in contact.
and it happens in January
Yeah.
for 1 week. I know that's the Sydney camp. There's
Yeah.
also North New South Wales, which they
Yeah.
do junior camps and they do camps in December, just before Christmas, and then in
One after.
January. Yeah.
So the ones here in Sydney, it's in Crosslands. There's 3. So there's the juniors, tweens, and the teens.
Yeah.
So it goes for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So the age groups are like junior ages, which is like 9, 10, 11. I think about the 12ish.
Yeah.
That's the juniors.
Yep.
The tweens is like the 13 to maybe the 15 and 15s.
Yeah.
And then the older ones up to 18.
Yeah.
They're in the teens.
And I have to say, it's a really good experience. My brother goes, my little sisters, when they get old enough, they'll go. I've never been a camper, but I've been a staff member.
Yeah.
And as a staff member, if you're old, if you're like 19 older, like, get involved.
Get involved.
If
Get
you
involved.
feel like your personal walk with God is struggling, if you feel like you're bored in church, get involved in summer camps as staff members.
Yeah.
Get involved in your church in where what other areas do you think people could get involved in? Maybe praise and worship, tech team,
tech team.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, praise and worship. You can help. Like, the best thing is to ask your pastor
Yes.
where you could help.
Yeah.
You can ring the conference office and ask for Pastor Simon or Pastor Phil,
Yeah.
who are our youth directors.
And
at
I'm
the
sure they're
conference.
always open for volunteers.
Yeah, in everything.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah.
I've met them. They're great. So
I've known Simon for a while. But yeah, they will find something for you to do in the conference if that's what you would like.
yeah.
I got an uncle who's like a dad, and he's helping at the conference, but he's just the bus driver for the summer camps. He loves it. He loves it because he can still share his experience with the kids and still look after the kids
Yep.
and do what he does, and he loves it.
Mm-hmm.
So something as just being a bus driver for summer camps.
Such
He
a
loves
good
it.
time.
You can just come and just set up the hall if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I help out in drama team. Every night there's a drama and it continues. It's a continuous story.
Yeah.
And one of my great passions is acting and writing. So in the last summer camps, I've been acting and I've been a character. And when they see me, they're like, "Hey, you're that." I was playing a cowboy in the last drama camp. So they were like, "You're that cowboy," and I'm like, "Yeehaw!" So
Yeah, it's a great experience. If you want to try it, like I'm saying, just ring Pastor Sign, ring Pastor Phil, and when it happens in January, they are always looking for more staff members
Yes.
and more people to join.
Yep.
The more the merrier. You don't have to do as a staff. You don't have to do every week. You can just do 1 week,
Yeah.
unless you're strong enough, like myself, and do all of it. Yeah, and not be tired. But as the years have gone on, but as a camper, if you can send your children as a camper,
Highly
they will
recommend.
love you for it,
Yeah.
because not only is it fun and everything else,
Yeah.
but you're in an environment
Yeah.
with Christ-minded people.
And it can be good if your kid goes to maybe a public school, or maybe they don't feel, or maybe they might go to a private SDA school, who knows, like wherever you go, it's just nice to have a whole week where you focus on your spiritual growth and where you really hone in on like, hey, this is how I worship. You discover, oh, I can find some people to journey with on my spiritual walk, or I can open up about my struggles in my spiritual walk. You can just be honest, you can be real, you can grow there, you can form connections and community, and you can have fun at the same time, because a relationship with God is so much fun. Service is so much fun. I get super excited about it. Highly recommend.
Yeah, so when you get the chance, have a look. Even just jump on the page, on our webpage
Yes.
for the conference office. They'll have photos on there too, and little video snippets
Yes.
of summer camps.
Yeah, you can see photos of what happens. So
Oh wow! So, what a topic, summer camps. But like I'm saying, it's great. I loved it. I enjoyed it for 12 years as a staff member. Never went as a camper. You meet new friends, like great friends. And there was one friend who came today, and it's Leonard's mum's friend, and I knew who they were. So I was like, "Oh, hello, Erinita. Yeah. Hey, Nate." And then when we finished, Leonard asked, "Oh, how do you know them?" I was like, "Well, Erinita was our nurse at summer camp. Because summer camp
people get injured, so they have a nurse on hand.
Oh yeah. So don't worry, there's nurses everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I said, and I met Nathan at summer camp as well. And then I was like, "That's where they met." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what they said." You're like,
I just love that. I
So
love
you-
the yeah.
Yeah, so you sort of meet new friends, and then they stay your friends.
You just reminded me. A question was asked to a theologian, asking him like, why after people have been baptized, or why do people who are in the church, why are these people leaving? Why are they dying spiritually? And his answer was like, it was a weird answer, to be honest. What he said is like, well, if you have a newborn baby and you throw them to the desert and you leave them there, they're obviously going to die, right? And why did they die? Because they don't have anyone to take care of them, to help them nurture, to protect them. And so I think in a similar way, our spiritual walk can be like that. We can spiritually die because we're out in the wilderness where we have no support, we have no growth, we don't know what to do. Sometimes and I think often in our spiritual walk, we always need someone, a mentor, a guidance of where we're going. It's hard to walk this life. Life is hard. It's better to walk with someone and walk with people. So I think, I know we're talking about summer camp, but the whole point is like at summer camp, at these events, when you're in community with church, and I think summer camp is a form of church. Is it not?
It is for a whole week.
Yeah, it's the best. Oh, it's just the best. So, in your spiritual journey, if you're feeling empty and you're feeling drained, I would say connect with a community.
Yeah.
Go serve, connect with a community, get support, pour into other people, mentor, and have fun.
Invest your time into.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
It's an investment for yourself. It's an investment for younger generations.
And you grow. Not only do they grow, but you grow.
Yes.
With God.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
For them, and it's great for you, especially if you are in my situation, like when I was 19, and you're doing your own thing, and then your dad sort of just turns you around. And and
Dad will do
that's
that.
how I got involved into the youth department, because my dad just said, find something that you like, keep you in church. I didn't like it. I just saw it and I was like, I'll give it a go. When I gave it a go, I just, like I said, I went to the interview and they said, we're just going to ask you these questions. We're going to hire you anyway, but we just want to ask you these questions. I'm like, oh, okay. Then, they said to me, can you fish? And I said, yeah. Because can you
Can
tie?
you fish though?
Yeah. And I said, can you tie knots? I'm like, oh, did you want a bloodline or did you want a fisherman? And then they're like, okay, so, all right, we'll see you in a couple of months for our meeting. And I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. And that was it.
Oh my.
And then ever since then, I tried to get out
Been history.
heaps of times.
And look at you now, like it's just like this one gateway that has led you and helped you in your spiritual growth. God has used your talents in those fields to serve in different capacities within the local church. And so, man, won't God do it?
God can do anything.
Yeah.
If you ask, God can make wonders happen. You may be thinking, okay, I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow, but God has said, nah, I'm going to make you a millionaire in 2 years' time. He's going to take you through those trials first before you get there.
Yeah.
So, wherever you want to get to, wherever you're going, ask God to be with you and to show you the way. Because for me to get to where I am today, I had to go 2 years, I'll do my own thing, and then working my way back up.
Got to have your wilderness experience. The Israelites had 40 years. You had your 2 years.
Yeah, I had my 2 years.
So I had my wilderness experience. Who knows if I'm still in it? But
I
I have to say,
hope not.
I've enjoyed this talk. I know we've kind of like improved it a bit, but I've definitely gained a lot, and I've learnt more about you.
Like I said, you can hear us, you can see us,
But you don't.
but you don't know us. I think we should do that every week. You don't know us.
You don't know us.
Yeah, but like you're saying, hit us up.
Yes.
Any questions you want. Yes, I will get back to you guys about the summer camp stuff and the forms.
Sunny?
Yep.
Sunny.
So I'll get back to you.
Yep.
I'll find some details and everything else. Because of COVID-19, I'm not too sure what's happening, but I will contact Pastor Simon.
Yeah.
And then we'll put it back up on the church.
Also, I'll just give a reminder from Pastor Matt. Book for church next week. There is an 11 a.m. session and a 3 p.m. session, which goes live
at 7 p.m. tonight. So not now. You'll get the link.
Okay.
So after 7 o'clock tonight, then you can book your tickets.
Yes.
To come to either. We're going to fill up the 11 o'clock service first.
Yeah.
Obviously, they'll get filled up first.
Yeah.
Then once we reach the maximum capacity,
Yeah.
then we'll move to the 3 p.m. All right. Okay. So the link is posted, but it's not live until 7. Okay. It's on our page. All right. So it's on our Facebook page. So jump on.
Yeah.
Have a look. Book yourself a ticket.
Because we do want to see you. Thank you so much to everyone who did that to come today.
Yeah, to come today.
Yeah, and we know it's different, but we got to do what we got to do to make sure everyone is safe, but so that we can also open church and see you guys. So this makes it possible.
It does.
So please be sure to go to the Mount Druitt page to see the link at 7 p.m. tonight and register to see you next week.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, you know a little bit more about me. Next week, we'll find out a little bit more about Renee.
Because you don't know me.
Yeah.
I just love that.
You don't know her yet.
I don't know why I did
So
that.
we'll do that next week. So hopefully you've got a little bit out of myself on why I'm still doing this, why I'm still at church, and why I didn't turn left at the crossroad instead of right.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm still here.
Praise God.
Praise God. All right, so have a great week. We just ask that God goes before. It is now time for offering this morning. And just before But we'll pray for you first before we disappear off the air. And we'll ask God to be with everybody. So let's just close our eyes and we'll just say a quick prayer before we finish off. Dear God, we thank you for tonight, Lord, and we thank you for this day you've given to us. Thank you for sanctifying the Sabbath day, so that we could worship with not just our family and friends, but we could share you as well too, Lord. We thank you for being with all our leaders and all those who attended church today. And we thank you, Lord, for allowing us to have such opportunities to share who you are and to share what you've done. So we ask that you go before us this week, that whatever plans that we have, that you will go forward and that you prepare the way for us until we meet again next Sabbath. So be with us now, Lord, for this is our prayer. We pray in your name. Amen.
Amen. Ouch, that hit my mouth.
All right, so next Friday night, Pastor Matt's on again, and Jody for the opening Sabbath.
I'll be there,
At
will you?
6:30.
Yeah. And peace
So-
out, Brussels sprouts.
We'll see you all later. Ciao.
Ciao.